don't know if you all know about this, but you know how I know about have opinions about SMG3. Sometimes I like him, and sometimes I don't like him. But as you may know, SMG3 has been the most villain. Actually, not much before Zero is appearing, but SMG3 has been a bit villain for the past years, and he's still been doing it. Not only that, he got what he deserved back in the YouTube arc. He's been taking care of the dead memes in the graveyard, and now yesterday's episode, I don't know what's going on with SMG3 right now, but we're probably gonna be knowing about this later on. I will be talking about this later in the week, so just let you all know. So let's see what we got for the SMG3 theory. So let's see what we have. But remember what I said, I have different opinions about SMG3. So just letting you all know, I have kind of opinions with SMG3. Sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. Hope you all understand this. So make sure you all understand, so I just don't care about it. So anyways, let's see how this will go.
SMG3 has had his fair share of developments throughout the series, and personally, I think he's one of my favorite characters just from the sheer amount of how much this one specific character has been through.
I really don't even care about him, but he's still a bit okay after what he did.
By complete accident, I guarantee you, at the end of the YouTube arc, SMG3 was probably never meant to return again, at least for an extremely long time. However, he was brought back for the Genesis arc, which caused yet another character arc for him to go through.
Yeah.
Today, we'll be taking a look back on SMG3's character as a whole and how this accidental story writing made the most fascinating character for the entire series. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Alright, let's see what we have.
SMG3 made his debut in the SMG4 video, SMG4 versus SMG3.
And that's when, like, it's gonna be like, it's been 10 years now, by the way.
Gets caught by Mario because he was ripping off SMG4's videos and uploading them to YouTube, such as War of the Fat Italians. Eventually, SMG3 is stopped by getting a paper cut, but he does plan on coming back, which he inevitably did. For other years,
yeah, he have been going back and back and back.
has had many interesting plot points and episodes surrounding him, such as him being responsible for the creation of Z-Star.
Yeah.
Z-Star?
It's Bad Star.
Z-Star? One of my favorite episode of him was in the episode of Snowtrap, where SMG4 and
Oh god, this scene.
together and it is up to Mario to get them out. SMG3 never really had a motivation of being evil at this point in the series. It seems like he just wanted to kill Mario and SMG4 because he felt like it. There was no writing to this guy. He was just evil for the sake of being evil. SMG3 is a very interesting
He been
character.
very evil back in the 2020s, so just let you all know that.
There wasn't much of a character to him other than just being evil. The question is, how do you make a character development for a character with no premise or thesis? Surprisingly enough, though, the Glitch production crew somehow managed to make it work, unintentionally, by making character development and character individuality for a character whose original personality was just being evil. SMG3's character development began in the Waluigi arc unintentionally. At the end of the Waluigi arc, SMG3 made an appearance. It was the one to make Waluigi and Wario make up after their long troubles by being a therapist for them. This was completely unintentional, as originally, as stated in the Waluigi arc follow-up video, they were going to use a Dr. Phil model and make a bootleg Dr. Phil show. It was because
No, I don't want to think about Dr. Phil. That's out.
SMG3 came into the light. The Waluigi arc was the first arc in the
It's been like
entire
since a
series.
few years ago since he done that Dr. SMG3. I think it's been since after before 2020 come, I think. So, yeah.
Time thought that Waluigi may end up being the new main villain of the series, so fans thought it would be cool for SMG3 to end up being the one to defeat Waluigi in the end. There wasn't any reason as to why they thought this, other than SMG3 being the main villain in the series up until this point.
Yep.
Luke and Kevin actually saw these fan theories, and they gave in to swapping out Dr. Phil to Dr. SMG3 instead. This is the moment where the first tiny ounce of character depth began for SMG3. It was revealed during this moment that SMG3 actually had a psychiatrist degree before becoming evil. Obviously, this was thrown in there because it originally was going to be Dr. Phil. Giving this degree and
I don't even really mind about Dr. Phil, I just don't watch that much. I just don't even care about Dr. Phil, I just don't. Not much of it.
At the time, however, it looked like this show wasn't going to be expanded on, and it was just thrown in there for laughs and was
My mom used to like this show when he was little. No, she was still a adore when she watched this show. I just don't even really watch it that
However, the
much.
writers decided to expand on the Dr. SMG3 show concept after the anime arc. Keep in mind,
True, yeah.
any character development for SMG3 still wasn't planned. In SMG4, The Day in the Life of Everyone, SMG3's show ends up getting cancelled, which causes him to go back to his evil
Oh
ways.
yeah, why? Yeah, his show got canceled.
SMG4 in the testicles. In fact,
That's
he
right.
reverted back to his evil ways as soon
I
as
forgot for a second because I've been watching that episode for a super very long time and
Thus
I
leaking into
did
Area
forget.
51. I actually have a separate theory that the YouTube arc was originally supposed to start here, because there was a lot of episodes here that involved YouTube and SMG3. I speculate that the YouTube arc didn't happen here because, for one, it was too close to the anime arc, and for two, Meggy's Splatfest character arc was still going on at this time.
Yeah.
Also during this time,
And it was sad, too.
character in the same field of episodes where
And I'm fairly aware there's going to be another new SMG4 movie about Melody, so that's going to be something as well coming up.
Anyway, even during the
Who knows?
episodes, SMG3 still was just being evil for the sake of being evil. There wasn't actual depth to his character, and the only depth we were given to him was now being stripped away. At the time, I think SMG3 was probably the most underdeveloped character at this point, and the writers didn't really know what to do with him other than just experiment and see what works. Fast forward a year later, and the YouTube arc begins, and oh boy, finally, SMG3 was finally given a main role in an arc, and finally getting some character depth.
Seriously.
Yes!
Oh god.
Going down the route of his psychiatrist degree previously introduced in the series, during the YouTube arc, SMG3 actually goes back to his roots, simply by copying SMG4. But this time on a whole new, unseen level, by literally copying his entire cast. Now, I'm not that big of a fan of the YouTube arc, for reasons I won't get into. But one of the things I like about this arc is that it actually gave SMG3 some kind of a character background, and it was in the first episode. Apparently during,
I saw that. Yeah, come on, it's the fourth time you say 0101.
Was just from jealousy, which actually makes complete and perfect sense for his character. Before, we never really knew why SMG3 was evil, but this small moment in the episode defines his character tremendously.
Well, Seal is most evil before SMG3 and that. Actually, 4 is the same thing as well.
His character previously established. You can still look back on these old episodes and think he's just being evil, but now with the knowledge of him being evil because of just raw jealousy, it makes the story just infinitely better, by not just providing clearance to his past, but also providing roots for the YouTube arc that was just about to unfold. Surprisingly enough, though, despite the YouTube arc being focused around SMG3, he doesn't seem to have seen very much character development during this arc. In this arc, he's the main antagonist, yeah, but for the most part, he's roughly the same character as from when the arc started and when the arc ended. At the end of the arc, SMG4 said that SMG3 actually died from Uganda Knuckles, and it looks like this may have actually originally been
You're lucky he's still alive.
You can tell the writers are writing arc by arc, based on how the formatting of each arc goes. It wasn't until James, the voice actor of SMG3, confirmed on Twitter that SMG3 was going to return in future videos. However, in a Hobo Rose video, it was expressed that Luke and Kevin didn't even know themselves that SMG3 was going to return. So, this one tweet from the voice actor actually sprung up SMG3.
I gotta say this, James, you did a good job, by the way.
If you take a look back on the YouTube arc, as much as I don't like this arc, I'm actually satisfied with how this arc handled the ending. If SMG3's character arc ended here and he actually died, I would be satisfied. I think this arc was great for his character, and even though he came into and out of it roughly the same, I think just having an arc surrounded by this lovable character was great enough, and providing closure as to why he was evil for all these years was perfect for his character. So ending his character after getting that closure? Yeah, I think that's actually pretty satisfying. SMG3 returned pretty soon right after the end of the YouTube arc, in the form of a flashback in SMG4 Textures Not Found.
Oh yeah!
Too much on this
that was the creepiest Halloween episode.
Does really anything to the overall story, but the reason I bring it up is because this was perhaps the writer's way of bringing back SMG3, and him only appearing in flashbacks in the future. But the writers of the show thought that perhaps SMG3 still has a lot of potential as a character to grow. Growth that was absent during the YouTube arc, which was an arc that was centered around him, especially because at this time, they were developing ideas for the Genesis arc, and writing the new SMGs to appear
oh boy, here we go.
So bringing back SMG3 made a whole lot of sense, and since James already laid the groundwork for him to return in the future, they already could bring him back at any time they should desire. SMG3's official return debuted in SMG4 Perfectly Balanced, where we actually get to learn as to what happened to SMG3 after the
yes,
Surprisingly enough, this video video alone
So he take care of the internet's dead memes.
than the entirety of the YouTube arc. We've learned what SMG3 has been up to inside of the internet graveyard, and of course the life cycle of memes. Now, instead of SMG3 trying to copy and kill SMG4 for the simple fact of jealousy, he's now more tame. SMG3 is now the internet graveyard's #1 celebrity, and he's now living out the dream that he had back in meme school about being popular. This is a massive shift in SMG3's character. Before, we've only known SMG3 for simply being evil and copying SMG4's videos. Now, his character has nearly completely changed. And this is just the start. I think the 10-year anniversary special is definitely the video where SMG3 received the most amount of character development in the entire Genesis arc. In this movie, SMG4 and SMG3 are trapped in the dark web without much certainty of escape, and with a giant evil lurking in the background. While
That means
SMG4 wants to get back to Zero to save Mario, SMG3 doesn't necessarily care, and just wants to go back to the internet graveyard with his dead memes. However, he can't do that without SMG4's help by turning corrupted memes back to normal. So SMG3 is forced to help SMG4. These dark web scenes are perfect for SMG3's character, and showcases perfectly as to how far SMG3 has come since the YouTube arc. In fact, these scenes are just a small glimpse as to what we would get in the latter half of the Genesis arc. Throughout the remainder of the Genesis arc episodes, SMG3 continues to go through character growth. Even though he seems to only be doing this to get back to the internet graveyard initially, it seems he's actually gone to kind of like SMG4, as showcased in the War of the Fat Italians 2021. SMG3 offered to help if another event like Zero ever happened again, and SMG4 offered to train their meme powers together. The best symbolization of this is definitely how Guardians control meme energy. Having to hold hands to concentrate meme energy in order to solve certain problems is near perfect writing, and perfect symbolization of how SMG3 and SMG4's relationship has completely
That's true, but I still don't like that ship. I don't like that ship at all.
intended by the writers
Sorry.
to showcase how far SMG3 has gone. In fact, if the two didn't even learn this ability in the first place, Mario would have never been able to pin Zero down and for Melody to deliver the final blow. I personally like to look at these final moments of the arc and just think how different SMG3 is compared to in the YouTube arc. It's almost like he's an entirely new character, and the new death assigned to him is perfect for his originally written character. Having a long-lasting
I wish SMG3 still apologized to SMG4's past what they done. Well, which means what he did, by the way.
I'm going to be honest, this is one of the best villain character arcs I've seen in a long time, especially because it was all by accident, and none of the developments showcased were ever planned. Thank you for watching, and check out my SMG0 theory.
You know, let me tell you this, y'all. I wish SMG3 just apologized what he done back in the YouTube arc, and he haven't done that, which means that's kind of a little bit sad, but, you know, it is what it is. I mean, if he doesn't, fun fact, he doesn't even care about SMG4's friends. Not to be honest, he doesn't even care about them, not pretty much. So, not pretty much, but, like, I don't even care about SMG3 sometimes, but as you may know, at least he learned his lesson before. Since he was in the Genesis arc, he did a good job what he done. But like, the holding hands in the ship, nah, I don't like the ship thing. The holding hands okay, but the shipping, no, okay, just don't. But like when they use with SMG4 and 3, they gotta use their holding hands to help not getting the corrupt and dead memes. So the corrupt memes into the normal memes. That makes sense. And I'm fairly aware that when Zero comes back, I know it's going to have another thing coming up, which means that is going to have another thing in mind happening, so that is going, a bit not what I was expecting to be, but like, you know, when it gets to next week's episode, I don't know what the heck is going to happen. After we saw the new SMG4 bottle yesterday, with the guard box, that's going to be something coming up. And when SMG3's ultimate power, we gotta talk about this later on, okay? Later in the week, okay? Let you all know that. And, since SMG3, like, to Dr. SMG3, the normal thing, and to now, I think it's gone a little bit different for SMG3 now, to be honest. But, like, I hope he still learned his lesson when he done before, but, like, back in the YouTube arc, he knows better what he done. And now I'm fairly aware when SMG3's ultimate power, that's going to be another problem coming up with the box. So, later on. So, just letting you know, SMG3 is still okay for me. I just don't even, like or don't like about him sometimes. But as you may know, you guys know how I feel about SMG3. You guys know how I am about him, like I said before. So you guys probably know why. But let me know what your usual thoughts about with SMG3. Leave your comments below and tell us what did you guys think about SMG3. If I know he's still going to be back later on, especially what he did from yesterday's episode, which means that's going to have something coming up soon. So I'm fairly aware, especially with the college too. Well, I finally catch up every single of the theories. You're welcome. Can't wait for your next one. Anyway guys, tell me what is your thoughts in the comment section below. If you all enjoy my reaction to this, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the like button and share and hit the notification bell. And tell us what is your opinion about SMG3. 20k subscribers. Woo!